Gauteng MEC for Education, Panyaza Lesufi, has once again expressed his stance on Orania, saying it will go. Lesufi was reacting to the Freedom Front Plus manifesto, calling for an end to affirmative action and black economic empowerment. During his party's manifesto launch in Pretoria, the Freedom Front Plus leader, Peter Groenewald, said the party will not tolerate BEE. Here's a tweet that will read coming from Panyaza Lesufi. It says, "Dream on, Freedom Front Plus. Affirmative action will be with us until your ancestors' sins are eradicated. We are also ni bangni, meaning we are not afraid. Orania will go. You can scream and shout as you wish." Well, to react to this, as well as to discuss Orania's election program, I'm joined by Mr. Joost Strydom, who is the Orania movement head. Mr. Strydom, welcome to the Daytime Update. Good to have you with us today. Perhaps let's start first with the way that Orania participates in elections. In 2016, you were only involved, as in residents of Orania, were only involved in the district municipality votes and not local municipality. Is this the same stance or same position that you'll be following for this year's elections? And why that choice to participate only in district as opposed to local?
Yes, thank you for the question. It's a very important question, and the reason for that is the fact that Orania functions as a semi-autonomous municipality. We're a unique municipality, the only municipality of our kind in South Africa. And the municipality is structured this way since the year 2000, where Orania was acknowledged as a unique municipality. And that means that the people of Orania vote locally in terms of leadership in the town, local representatives, rather than political parties.
Let me ask you this, Mr. Strydom, before we go ahead. You said in 2000, Orania was acknowledged as a unique municipality. Tell us about that and who gave it that status and what does that status mean?
Yes, it's a very important question. It is remember, Orania is existing to a lot of people's misconception. Orania existed long before apartheid ended. Orania is not a product of the end of apartheid. Orania is a product of Afrikaners already thinking in the 60s, in the 70s, that we need to have our own place rather than to try and rule over the entire country. Now, Orania's municipal status was a de facto reality since 1991. In 2000, the municipal system, for the first time, had nationwide municipal elections, and those elections, in the process going on to that elections, Orania was made part of Timbilishe municipality. But we went to the state and said, for 9 years now, we have been de facto a municipality on our own. We have provided services to ourselves. We created the town on our own accord, and we don't want to be part of a neighboring municipality. It's a stretch of a big area, and we want, as Afrikaners, we want the right to locally decide over ourselves. That right was then that manifested in a court case in 2000 about municipal status. That court case led to a conclusion where we settled outside of court with the state, and that settlement is now one of the important pillars of Orania's existence as a unique municipality. That accord or that settlement states that Orania can continue to deliver services to itself, to take responsibility for itself, to build itself, to elect its own local officials, and obviously will not receive a cent from the state. We do not get any municipal funding. We do not get any municipal budget. What Orania do is everything that we do with our own media labor and with our own money. And that has been working very, very well for us. And for that reason, there's also no party politics in Orania's local elections. The people of Orania who wants to do as such can vote district or nationally, but locally, in terms of our municipality, we vote for individuals that represents the people, rather than political parties that represents well, themselves in the and that means since 2000, Orania has been taking responsibility for ourselves. We still pay income tax to the government. We get nothing in terms of a budget or any funding. So we have to do everything ourselves, and we take up that responsibility and build our community. And the people that we see fit and competent to do that is the people that get elected every 5 years as our local.
So, Mr. Strydom, let me ask you, you say that you vote for individuals and not aligned to any political party, but you do have the Orania Council. What are the rules that govern the Orania Council and who actually oversees it?
The Orania Council is made up out of elected individuals, and they are the highest form of local government in Orania in terms of our municipal powers. In terms of the bigger picture, Orania is, as I said, a unique municipality. So we stand in relation to other communities as we stand in relation to our neighboring municipalities, with which we have a good relation, with which we liaise. And we also have the relationship with government on a national level. So we liaise with
I'm going to ask you, Mr. Strydom, we literally just have a few minutes. Former President Jacob Zuma is about to speak, but I really would like to give you this opportunity in 30 seconds if you could answer this. There are calls for Orania to be abolished, and I also read the tweet from MEC Panyaza Lesufi. What do you make of these calls?
We make of that nothing. Orania is a reality. It is a reality created in good relationship with the rest of South Africa. It is a reality where Afrikaner culture can flourish. We have good relationship with other communities, such as the Xhosa community in Yameni, and Orania flourishes because it's based on a cultural concept. And there's no denying that we have that right. It's guaranteed in the Constitution, and for that reason, we see Orania grow more than 10% in population each year. We see our relationship with the rest of the country growing in terms of our right that is validated in that Section 235 of the Constitution. We see our economic growth. We see all those things. Those are realities. And Orania stand in that realities, not on Twitter or anywhere else. Orania stand as a reality, but a reality with a hand of friendship and a hand that goes and other communities, what can be done, and give other communities a recipe for what they can achieve on their own accord by taking up responsibility, getting their own communities crime-free.
Our line is being compromised, but let me ask you this, Mr. Strydom. What then is your policy on race? Who is allowed to be part of the Orania Council? Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to finish with that. Our time is up, but thank you very much nonetheless for your time.